we go again. It's Friday morning and we are going to try this fishing trip again. The truck said it was 68 degrees, but the sun is nice and bright, as you can see. And Jim's got to climb in and get the rope for the front. And then we will be out on the lake. Now, in the last video, you saw how bad those gnats were. We did go buy a fan. I'll show that to you later. And we're going to go see how bad it is out there today. We need some walleye, some good fish. Oh no, this does not get old. This looks like a beautiful picture to me. Going out the channel. Let's pray for no bugs. Those gnats were awful. Can you see these speckles on the floor? This is from yesterday. And we'll have to get, I have a mop at the camper in the shed. It's got a magic eraser mop head on it. So we'll bring it down and use it on this once we get back on land. Use a hose on it. So let's go see if we can catch some fishies today. Got the captain in the captain's seat there.
Ain't done no wake, are we?
No, why?
White car.
Oh. No, there's no wake back here. You're probably going as slow as you can go. But what Jim is pointing out is there's a white car over here.
This is game warden.
Game warden. And the bag up front are our fishing license, boat registration, and all that we need. They can pull you over and inspect your boat. Our life jackets are there. Seat cushion. We have flares. We have a first aid kit. As far as I know, we have everything we need. And the fire extinguisher is right down there, and it is good. And there's an extra up front that I think the one up front expired, but we left it in here. But the main thing is right there, that is a new non-expired fire extinguisher. Now I'm going to show you here the law enforcement for fishing is right there. It says Natural Resource Officer, Law Enforcement. And they're just making sure that we are not throwing a wake behind our boat, because some people do come in here pretty quick, and we've seen that. But when it says no wake, it means no wake. So have a great day, officer. Wish us luck. Bring on the fishies. I don't know if I ever showed you these houses out at the point going out the channel, but they have a lakefront view. And here we go. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. And look at Bessie's smokestack straight up in the air. I don't see any bugs.
I don't know where you're at, but
well, we need
there's
to,
some.
but not like yesterday.
I like it.
So let's get the fan and show them what we bought yesterday. I think you mean serious business there. Tell you what, this little thing is so powerful. And Jim bought Ryobi because those are the batteries that he has for other tools that will fit on this, so we can bring it fishing. We can take it if we decide to tent camp. Hint, hint, KT Treasures. So you never know. What a cute little item to have. So good deal at Home Depot yesterday, and we're hoping if we get into any of those bugs again, that helps keep them from us. Great, Captain Jim, when are you going to put us on these fish?
I'm looking. Ready to enter address.
Well, according to the guys on the radio, they've caught a lot already this morning.
They got out at 6 o'clock.
Sorry, I'm not an early bird. We were out by 8:30. I about fell off my feet.
A little choppier than it was yesterday.
Which is a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that gets seeds going.
Well, and I can see that we do have some gnats, but not near as many, so just keep heading towards those smokestacks, which that would be Detroit, Michigan, correct?
Yeah.
Because yesterday, speaking with Brian last night, they didn't have the bugs like everyone else ran into.
Right, but it could be down there instead of back up there.
Talking to a couple of our neighbors, they didn't make it out here as long yesterday as we did. So
They didn't make it out 30 minutes.
no.
One couple. The other couple made it out about an hour.
Well, we were questioning today because the wind is not really strong today. But when it does blow, it's out of the southwest versus the east north. Northeast or one way or another. All right, let's see. What are you thinking, Jimmy?
Trolling.
They can't see you.
Uh-huh.
All right, we've been out here for how long do you think we've had the pools out? 30 minutes at the
30
most?
minutes.
We are getting into the boats. There's quite a few in front of us, into the right
There's
of us.
fish underneath us according to the GPS.
So now, do they want night crawlers or do they want the shiny spoons?
I don't know.
But the weather is beautiful. The temperature couldn't be any better. One thing that we notice when we come 3 hours north of home,
It's chillier.
it's always chillier up here, which is fine. It was very humid yesterday, and it kind of seems like the humidity is calm just a little bit. And I know at home yesterday on the 4th of July, they had a lot of rain in Dayton, Ohio, speaking with my sister. So now we wait for the fish. It's the patience. And sometimes we don't want to have patience.
I don't have no patience. Come on, fishy! Get on my hook!
Alright, Jim's bringing that pool in, and he's going to change it to a worm harness. And let me get these
I'm
out.
gonna put a worm on the...
Oh, you're going to put a worm on with the spoon. Alright, he's trying different tricks here. I don't know if you saw him bend down, but there's a... I'll show you here. It's not coffee, it's worms. We put them in water because that way you don't have all that yucky stuff that they're bedded in, and these will all get used by the end of the fishing day. And of course we have more in the cooler. Alright, I don't know if you can see these, but we are getting into a lot of boats now, which that's a good sign. This is to our right and then to the left, and I'm not sure how this is picking up, but I think that you can see them. So let's see if this makes a difference and what's happening on these fishing pools.
Got some?
No, I think it's just acting funny since we put this pole back out and I changed the worm harness. I think it's acting a little different because you increased the speed, but we needed to increase the speed. We watched other boats pull fishing, so we know they're out here. That's why it's called fishing and not catching, and I know I say that a lot.
ain't big enough.
I think so. And your hook's in the net.
Now that's what you call lucky.
The hook was connected to the net. He spit it the minute he got in here. And Jim will measure it and he'll show you the fish. Here, sorry.
I'm tall, woman. I ain't getting on the ground. I go to get it and she puts it down. I can tell you that's over 15 inches.
Well, measuring.
16 and a half.
I gotta get you the plug. Okay, he's getting his pole put back out. I put the plug in the life tank, life well. Now I'm gonna get a bucket. And he's gonna have water to swim in.
We got one. Where's my boat at?
He has his own swimming pool back here. We didn't get skunked. I hope you guys were able to see that all. Alright, on a pallet we got an ice maker, and this is a bag of ice that I make ice and put it in a bag, and I'm going to put this back on the fish to keep that water cool until we get in and we can clean them. Alright, we've had to move, a little bit of a scare. We came across some white buoys that people put fishing nets, and do you see, I don't know if you can see it through here, that floating there, that is a net, and if we get our propeller in the net, it could cause big problems. So now we've got to get to a different area. We pulled all of the fishing poles in. Jim did catch a white bass and we threw it back when we were pulling them in. But on the other pole, we don't know if it got in the net, but it got everything. And again, it took another dipsy, which the dipsy is that orange and yellow thing. So we do have more, but that gets quite expensive. But all the nets are behind us, so I don't know where we're gonna go. Did you guys see that flag? That's what they should have up to indicate that they have nets in the water. So what are they catching in these nets? Walleye? And then are they taking them and selling them? Are these commercial fishermen? It's time to get the fishing poles put back in. We still only have the one walleye. We at least got to get a couple more before we go back in for the day. All right, guys, this is to the right of us, of our driver's side of the boat, and that is a net. Now, if I go over on my passenger side where I sit, there's nets over there too. So we are hoping that we are going in the middle of them. This is crazy. I've never seen this many nets out here on this water. And if you go straight across here to where I'm pointing, that is the intake. So Jim, explain what the intake is.
Takes the water in, you put the lead on so it can be refined.
Oh, for their drinking water. It's hard to see this. I think you can see it. I have taken my sunglasses off. That makes it easier. But this is on what I call my side of the boat, where the seat is. Sorry, I was zoomed out. And out here is where the net is. So it's like, you hope there's no in between. The day in the life of fishing on Lake Erie. You just sit out here and rock like a baby. Put your feet up. Watch the fishing poles. They're not bending. Come on, bend, you son of a guns. Get a
Keep hearing
fish.
them on the radio saying they're catching them.
But we're hearing them on the radio saying
throwing
that
them back.
they're throwing them back because they're under 15 inches. So what was yours, 16 and a half?
16 and a half.
So by the time we get in it, we'll probably shrink to 16, so we're still good and legal. But a lot of them were saying they had to throw a bunch back. But then when they say they have 8 or 9 in their live well, we're like, wow. But how many fishing poles are they fishing with? There are boats that go out, and they did tell us last night, and we're gonna have to look this up, that you're allowed 3 poles per person. We always thought it was 2. That's why we run 4, because there's 2 of us. We do have a downrigger to go on the back of the boat, but we haven't used that for years, and even the last few years that Dad was still with us, we didn't use them, no. So we always did well with just our 4 fishing poles, and we would catch our limit.
Stinks.
Yeah.
So far.
Maybe we should try perch fishing next weekend. Saw who on top of the water?
This guy here.
Well, you know what? This is what happens when you're daydreaming because nothing's going on. And look, I didn't have the camera going. So here, Jim has brought a walleye in.
Another one on the same.
On a spoon. So that's telling me they don't want night crawlers. Their mouths are tough, aren't they? So he had that in there pretty good. Do you need the plier things? Yeah.
You know, I look back there and I see something on top of the water and I'm like, what is that?
So now, are those structures? Oh, yeah, he spit it. Watch your leg because it went right behind you or on your foot. So you just saw that, guys. That fish just spit that hook out of its mouth. Now we're gonna measure it as soon as Jim can. Okay, let me go ahead and take that. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. Are you gonna go ahead and reset it? Okay, you can watch him put it in the water. Just don't step back.
I'm looking back here and I'm seeing this thing pop up on the water. I'm like, what is that?
Well, that pool also bends weird along with this one. I do not like this fishing pool here. I don't like that one.
We gotta find us different ones.
Yeah. So
These go like this.
now
Look at the white one.
you've got a visitor behind you that you need to take care of. He's right down there.
Now, if you can't tell, that's over 16 inches.
I just want to know. It's almost 17.
Almost 18.
Wow. Okay, you got that okay? There he is. He's going in with a friend. They got friends now. They're not lonely. So
I'm coming back here to check this out.
all right. That broke pretty easy.
And the thing about it is, we pulled fish I don't know how far one time.
And lots of times when you make a turn, you catch a fish and you don't even realize it. So now it's gotten some of your worm there.
Yeah.
Would you like to change that to a spoon? No.
I'll put this one back in for a little while.
Are you gonna put some more wormy on it?
Put some wormy on it.
Okay. All right, Jim's gonna get that all done and back in the water.
Something got my wormy. I could put a little wormy on it to hopefully they'll bite it right here.
Now we're not coming fishing tomorrow. We need to clean the boat, and we've been up here for over a week and get things done. But we are coming up again this next weekend, and I would like to try our hand at perch fishing, but we can be prepared with the perch pools and they're minnows, but they're called shiners. But what I would like to do, and I'm going to turn you all the way around, and I'm looking for it, and I can't find it. I can't find West. Oh, there it is. All the way out there is an island they call West Sister, and if you see the previous video, I did talk about West Sister, I think, in that, but that's the island out there. We want to go back out by that island and perch fish, and but we will have walleye pools with us and night crawlers and all that stuff. So now, you checking that one? Is it all tangled? Here, show them how pretty that one is. They're all different colors. When Dad was with us, there's a, that is called a spoon. And there was one that was called the Kevorkian. I can't figure out which one is the Kevorkian anymore. We're gonna have to look when we go to, guys, you can buy spoons at Walmart. We're gonna have to look when we go there to see if they have one that says Kevorkian. Is it always caught fish? You can see that it says that we are in 21.3 foot of water, and they said that they were biting in 20 foot of water. And straight ahead is Davis Bessie smokestack. So we're heading to shallow water, kind of heading towards our channel, but at least Jim caught his second fish. Let's hope that we can get some more. I was playing on my phone recording or doing a short to get it ready to go up on YouTube, and Jim got a baby, so he goes back to grow up. So we've caught 3, guys. 2 keepers and 1's going back to grow up that we can catch again. But
going in circles.
We're going in circles. Woohoo! Hold on with both hands.
It's raining, so we're going in. It's probably when the fish start biting.
Yeah, but you never know on Lake Erie.
Yeah, because it can be flat like this, or 6 foot waves. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe, because we come out here and get some more fish. We thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell. We'll see you on the next adventure. Bye!